And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring.
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Koke. Gets a good foot in there. Simeone unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good read, needed to be. Koke. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly, real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Hansko calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. Hansko deals with that comfortably. Grimaldo. Lee Kang-in. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Grimaldo. It's a good run down the right. Struma is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice looking ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. And now they can spring out of defence. Now somewhat off target.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. But he's gone backward here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Backward it goes. Takes the shot! Against the crossbar! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lookman. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lookman. Pubil. And it's made its way to him. Incoming delivery. Gets his head on it! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Valeni. Chelnini. Burchett. Chelnini. And it's lofted through here. And he's taking no chances there. Dinks one through. Pubil tries to clear. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Lookman looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. And Simeone. And the shot! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Tries a shot! And that's in! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bonanda. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pubil. That has not gone well.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Grimaldo can clear it away. Yuga. Lookman. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Simeone. Well, they can break here. And here's Koke. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gently done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. There's the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. It's been quite a rollercoaster ride here, right up until the final seconds. An intriguing watch. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. The second half is up and running.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Lenormand. Now, can they get him away? And the shot's on here. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kubil. He's had it taken off him.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Simeone engages and forces him off the ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Lenormand gets it clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Lookman! It's a good bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Vonanda. Edingson. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7 será sustituido.
Strong running down that left flank.
19.
Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. No, that's been intercepted. Alvarez. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vonanda. Edingson. Kubil gets across to intercept that. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Alvarez. Now he's off and running. Space for him to turn and look. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lobbed in behind. Cleared away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona get their fourth corner.
Será reemplazado por el
And
dorsal
it's been
9.
taken short. Forced to go back. He'll try from distance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Hansko cuts it out. Now it's Sorloth. Oh, that's well spotted. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4 será sustituido por el dorsal 5.
Koke. Oh, it's Sorloth. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. Tries to play it through. Simeone. And it's Koke. And he has been fouled there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chance! And he should have made them pay.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Sorloth! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yuka, looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona win it, and it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Well, how will we look back on that?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Señoras y señores, es el momento de agradecer a nuestros jugadores el excelente partido que nos han brindado.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full force. So straight into the action.
Hull really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Oyarzabal. Now he's got space here. Tries to get it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Turns back here, probably the best option. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's McBurney. Pass somewhat off target. Robertson, not the most accurate pass. Belloumi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vitinha, that has not gone well. Belloumi. That's a good run down the left. That's an imaginative pass. Belloumi. Ajayi. He's on it, can he get away? That ball looks a good one. Might be danger here. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi. And it's Vitinha. Here's Oyarzabal. Belloumi. Well timed, excellent interception. And they're back on the ball again. Vitinha. Mikel Oyarzabal. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's worked it through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Hull really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Vitinha. It's a pretty loose pass. Ajayi. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, crossbar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe plays it short. Backward it goes. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Ambitious ball here. Son Heung-min. And it's made its way to him. He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe with the short one. And he's gone backward here. Corner number 3 coming up. Mbappe goes short. Son Heung-min! Deftly away. Vitinha! Vitinha! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona with the lead.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And that's takes a shot! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly...
That's the end of the first 45.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. Back on the way then. Robertson calmly anticipates. Chance! Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Bellumi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that's well seen too. That pass isn't the best. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And they've got rid. Jimenez. That is ended up in no man's land. Son Heung-min looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, that's a key interception.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Son Heung-min. And he's straight offside.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847
It's going wide left.
espectadores.
That has not gone well. And now the breakaway knocks it into space. Offside again. Can he get on the end of this? Ajayi. Bellumi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Hull clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Egan. Well, there's the clearance. Looking for options for movement. And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Threads one in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's not got that quite right. Pass somewhat off target. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Oyarzabal. This looks promising. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
El dorsal 25 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 33, el dorsal
Egan.
23, el dorsal 14.
Might want to be careful there.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Off the post! Shot at goal! Racing over the bar.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Mikel Oyarzabal. That is good alertness. That's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. And this is Son Heung-min. Just a chance! And he hits the net! They are playing them off the park! There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vitinha! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. This official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Ajayi, Egan. Probing pass. It's played through for him. And he's gone looking for safety. Good take, and is he in? And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Son Heung-min voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.